My name is Jorge Sánchez-Chiong. I'm composer and turntable player. And I'm working in the field of contemporary music and experimental music, electronica, from very serious contemporary classical part till party. I'm doing here two projects together with TER. TER is a collective from Vienna, Thomas Wagensommerer and Louise Linsenbolz. Both of them are working on the visual field. And we work since years together, developing projects and developing different concepts of concert and relationship between sound and visualization. Background has to be a lot with vinyl records. I'm running a record shop of my parents. They were also music producers. And after many years of university and composition and the whole stuff, I decided not to take an academical way to do electronic music, not to study in a big institution, to work with the same tools everyone were working at this time, good 20 years ago. And it was randomly. It was not kind of nostalgia or like this, it just were a couple of turntables there. And I was consuming a lot of turntable music, doing by people coming from other fields. We have a long tradition for good 40 years of experimental turntablism, doing by people who came from the arts, from performance, from different fields. And this was a great approach for me because it was really free, it was new, it was out of a lot of rules and do and dance we have in the academical music or in the contemporary music. And good 20 years I start to develop more and more in this direction. The turntables are instruments. And this is the lovely part of this. You can touch this, you can do a lot with these instruments. They are not only machines. You can work on the surface of the materiality of the vinyl, or also work with prepared turntables. You can do with this from party till really noise machines. And that's happens also very intuitive. If you, of course, it's great if you know your records and you work accurate on this. And I personally do a lot of the records I'm playing with. But you have a very, very fast approach and sensibility with the stuff you are working with. I'm working in different fields with very different people and different things, from the techno party one through the performance, and also with classical music. In classical field, they are not, of course, not the typical classical project. It's actually the opposite. And I'm very glad to work with people like Patricia Kopachinskaya or Marino Formenti or Ernesto Molinari, and deconstructing or redoing a lot of music around on Beethoven or Schumann, or also with new developments of instruments like double bass clarinet, And this is a very, very, very interesting field because you have other process and it's possible to do something. It's not the all-day classical business from read one score and do something, or is really developing something. And developing is, of course, the most important part on the performance art. The audience, it's interesting. At the moment I start with this job, it was the stuff you hear everywhere is you are doing music for a field that has no audience at all. And indeed, it's not the audience of the huge classical musical field, and the classical musical field is actually an extremely small part of something that is really huge, and that is very, very popular commercial music with everything in between. This is not a criteria to work, not for me. Now the audience is absolutely different. We have another makers of culture, and we have, of course, another audience. It's logical, and it's change from year to year, from month to month. If you are making culture, you are doing something that is not static. It's something that has to change a lot, every time. And we need money. We need money for this because people have to work on this and to develop and to research in this direction. The atmosphere is great. And at the festival, and I love the approach. It's really open. You get a lot of different approaches, and it's very, very easygoing the way it's presented, and it's lovely.